Welcome to DataStage session. In this video, we'll be discussing about how to use user variable stage in DataStage job sequence and what is the purpose of invocation ID in DataStage job sequence. So let's discuss these two topics and what is the purpose and importance of this. So now I'm opening DataStage. Okay. So this is the job that I have already designed. And this is a parallel job. So when we will give this invocation ID, okay. So to activate invocation ID, you need to run the job in allow in multi-instance. For example, a job is there. That particular job should run for all the countries. Suppose we'll be receiving data from multiple countries. That ETL application, the data stage jobs, that parallel job is common, so that whenever each country data we will be receiving, and we need to process the data and load the data simultaneously. Okay, so how to run the same job simultaneously? So to run the same job simultaneously, so we can use the option called allow multiple instance. Okay, so allow multiple instance. Here you can see, not in this job. So allow multiple instance in this parallel job. So here you need to consider allow multiple instance. When you consider allow multiple instance, what happens is that particular job will run when you pass the invocation ID, it will run simultaneously. 2-3 invocation IDs also we can pass, but we have to set the job in such a way that we have to provide the parameter during the runtime. Okay, so I'm closing this job now. So this is a sample job design. So for passing the invocation ID. So here invocation ID I have considered from the user variable. Okay, so how to use user variable? So this is a user variable. In the user variable, I have created a new function here. I mean, new variable name, business city. Okay, so for example, these are the list of designations. Okay, so here in my parallel job, I am calling employee data. So this is employee data. I will show you to you again. So this is employee data. Okay, so here it has all the employee information. So I need to separate the data based on the designation wise. I need to separate the data. So employee data will have all the employees with the respective designation are combined in a single file. So our job is to separate the data in a separated file with the designation wise. So here normally what happens, we have to give each designation, we have to, if it is designation is equal to manager, send all the files, all the records to one file. Okay, so we have to create separate links. So to avoid such things, what we can do is we can pass the invocation ID. Okay, so by creating a parameter here. So job is equal to title. So here in title, job title, I have not mentioning, I am passing a default value. Then how I will pass this value? So we will pass this value during the runtime. Okay, so let me rename this. Let me rename this EA sequence EMP data. Job wise. So here in output, what I given job title underscore data dot txt. So this is the full target folder. Okay. So now save this particular job. Okay. So here I use start loop and end loop activity. So here start loop, I have used listed loop. So here designation I have separated clerk, salesman. Okay, so in a comma separated file, comma comma separated values. Okay, clerk, salesman, president, MGR, manager. Okay, so I will remove MGR. Okay, so these are the designations. So let me copy somewhere here so that you can understand. You can look it clearly. Okay, salesman, 5 designations are there. Okay, so it's a listed loop. Click on OK. So here I am storing this value in the user variable. Whatever the value that you pass every time, I'm storing it here. So here I will job title. I will create a job title. Okay. So here I will give the fresh add job title. Okay. So here double click on here and add the activity, get the activity variable. Okay. Right. So I'm removing this one. Delete row. Okay. Job title. Click on OK. So here we are storing that every instance, we are storing that variable here. Okay. So first it starts with clerk. The clerk will be stored in this user variable. Okay. And double click on here. So here we have to pass the integration ID. So how to pass the integration ID? So here this option is to enable means you have to allow the multi-instance. Okay. So user variable, pass this value here. Okay. And for job title, no. So here you have to pass the same thing here. Activity variable, user variable, job title. That's it. So for every instance, no, for clerk, it will pass here and job will run, this parallel job will run, and it will filter the clerk data and load it in a separate file. Okay. Click on OK. And this is the end variable activity. So all the listed variables, whatever listed values, whatever we have defined here, that will until it's complete, then only it will end the flow. Okay. So now I am saving this particular job. Sorry, I'm compiling this particular job. Okay. So let's go to destination folder. So this is the destination folder target. So delete all the files here. Okay. So now I am triggering this job. Trigger this job. Let's see in director. So this is the job. It started running. So first it has clerk, right? You can see clerk job started running. You can see clerk. Yeah, clerk. Now salesman is running. So every time it will pick. Now salesman got completed. Every time it will pick the values that were listed here in the start loop condition. President. Now manager. And analyst. Okay. So now job got completed here. So now let's see here the data. Okay. So 5 files has been created here. Clerk, salesman. Okay. So here integration ID, it has been triggered for each instance. So that is the purpose of this integration ID. So we can, the purpose of integration ID is to run the same job in a multi-instance with a different data. Okay. Right. Now let's see the data here, output data, clerk. See, all the clerk data got filtered out from the employee table. Okay, designation wise, data got filtered out. Salesman, president, manager. Okay, analyst. Okay, right. So that is the purpose of this user variable and integration ID. So here user variable, we can write, we can store output of Unix commands. You can store SQLs, and those SQLs can be call it in DataStage, Oracle respective database connectors and all. Okay. So, okay. So if you have any questions, you can text me in the comment box. And if you are looking for a DataStage online training and IBM information analyzer training, please reach out to me. And if you are looking for job support also, you can reach out to me. Thank you. Have a great day.